we are officially live. Anyway, how you doing, Rich?
Yo. Pretty good. What's going on, man?
Pretty good. How's your week been going?
My week's been going not too bad, man. Things have been just kind of quarantine as usual. Been playing a lot of Persona 5, Dead or Alive 6, and probably a lot of freaking Dead by Daylight.
Oh, how's Pyramid Head in that game?
Actually, yeah, he's pretty cool. I like him. I know a lot of the streamers and people who play the game like hardcore are probably sick of seeing him, but
That's like
for the like 4 times I've played him, he's been really fun.
yeah, but that's like whenever a new game comes out with a DLC character, you're just gonna see him a lot.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, but that's pretty good. I've been the same thing. Been kind of quarantined at home. It's been really boring. Been trying to. I have like a little bit of a writer's block with this Apex video that I'm working on, and finally fighting through it and actually like laying down some serious kind of groundwork. So I'm actually really happy about that. It's just I don't know, man. Sometimes like I'll be working on a video and stuff will just hold me back for no reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, I think we all kind of get like that. Granted, my videos are not as well edited as yours. I can understand that.
But even then, it's like, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if I'm just being like a little bitch, or if I'm just like demotivated, or what's going on. But it's such a bummer. Oh yeah, I'm a be clapping. You might hear me clapping. There's mosquitoes in my room. And it's goddamn annoying.
Oh,
But yeah.
horrible
So,
stuff.
what did your mom think about the podcast?
Oh yeah, I sent my mom the video. She liked it. She definitely liked your point of view.
Oh, that's cool.
She said we bounce off of each other pretty well.
Sweet. Now, we got to show her the thumbnail, the original thumbnail I made, and we got to tell her which one's better.
Okay.
But so just editing that video. So hopefully, I'm hoping I can get it done within the next couple of days. Big thing now is I kind of just have to record my own voice and then do some small edits in the background, which it doesn't seem like that big of a deal. But whenever you're recording, sometimes you'll accidentally cough, or you'll sneeze, or you'll do something, and you're gonna have to re-record it. And
Oh yeah.
it sucks because like my audio files is like slowly increasing as I record different takes and do all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
But that's the main part you want to get right. I worked on that when I was doing my cam videos, a little more commentary on my YouTube channel. Yeah, I had to work hard on that part. That was like probably one of the biggest things I was trying to get right was syncing the audio.
yeah,
Uh,
the best thing you can do for anyone out there that wants to start a podcast, or just any kind of video. If you ever do like a dual recording setup where you have a microphone recording and a video recording, I recommend doing some kind of sound, either like slapping a book or clapping your hands or something, because that's what I do whenever I have to record using a tripod and stuff. And whenever I'm recording with my actual camera. Well, that sucks. Yeah, but like whenever I'm recording with my actual camera, like
wow, I have that same camera, dude. Holy shit.
yeah, like I actually use this a lot. It's comes in super handy.
Yeah, I have that same exact camera. That's nuts.
It's a good camera. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
And my drink just spilled. So,
Ouch.
and I gotta get like a good table in here for like lunching or something, because this little table, the moment I hit it with my foot, that's the second time it's happened this week.
Damn.
Dude, the first time I spilled on my PS4, I was
Oh, I'd be fucking pissed.
yeah, but my cup of water didn't spill. Like that's just fine. I had this other soda that I've been drinking that's good,
Ow.
which is
Looks like you recovered it.
yeah, but it's on the floor and I have to mop.
Yeah.
uh,
Do you watch anything cool lately?
A friend recommended Ozark. I might actually start giving that a shot. Oh, dude. Okay, you know what I have started watching? I found this new YouTube channel called Dr. Grande. Have you heard of this dude?
No.
Okay, so he psychoanalyzes like a lot of killers, and he tries to figure out
Oh
what was
shit.
mentally wrong with them.
Mm-hmm.
So like he did the Columbine shooting. I think the guy's name was Chris Watts. He was the one that killed his wife and his daughter because he was cheating on them. Um,
Ah.
he also he covered like the first. It was a female lady. I can't remember what her name is, but she did the first. She's probably one of the rarest killers out there because she did a double parricide, which means that she killed both her parents. And on top of that, she was female because if you know anything from stats, is that most killers are usually men. Very rarely are they female,
I can imagine.
and
Yeah.
even very rarely, like most killers don't actually kill their parents.
No, I wouldn't think so.
Yeah,
I wouldn't hope so.
they're more likely to kill their children than their parents.
God damn.
Well,
Oh.
anyway, I was checking out this guy, Dr. Grande, where he psychoanalyzes them. He's very straightforward. Just looks at the camera like this the whole time while he's talking. I don't know how he does it. I can't tell if he's reading or if he just has everything memorized. But I didn't realize that after a certain while, so going from killer, 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 and I'm just like, oh man, this is a cool YouTube channel. It's also very dark. And then randomly, he does an analysis of Toddy Westbrook's apology video, I think from last year. And
Mm-hmm.
and then it's like then he starts analyzing like Jenna Marbles' apology video and Shane Dawson. And I was just like, holy shit! He's also analyzing these YouTube apology videos, and
That's smart.
yeah, and it's really cool. Like it's legitimately really cool. I recommend checking it out, Dr. Grande. It's like a good mix of like seriousness and like comedy. But
I'll give it a look.
it was just something that randomly popped up on my feed because oh, you know why it popped up on my feed? Because I was watching Dr. Phil, and the first video that popped up was
You
that
and fucking
top
Dr.
10
Phil.
reasons why Dr. Phil is not a good show.
Oh my god, you and Dr. Phil.
Dude.
That kind of reminds me of what I've been watching is Hannibal,
Oh, the new one?
the series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that was really good with Max Mickelson.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Mads Mikkelsen. Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing I didn't like about it was how much they played up like the mental health issues that the main character had. Like they really went down that hole super hard. I'm like, can you pull back a little bit? Because it's getting a little annoying now. But overall, it's a good show.
Yeah, that was one of the shows that oh man, I can't remember what I was watching, but they were using that show as like as oh, it might have been no. Oh, Jeremy Johns. I was watching Jeremy Johns' review of it.
Oh yeah, Jeremy John. He's a great YouTuber. I love his reviews.
Yeah, I didn't like him at first, and then I was like, oh, he's kind of has like an older kind of YouTuber kind of style.
Yeah, but he's quick and he's not over. He doesn't dive way too deep. So if you just want a quick review of something, yeah, he's always good to
Yeah,
watch.
and he was I was watching his review on Hannibal. He said it was like some of the best television ever.
Yeah, it was good.
Um, and then the other thing, other than just playing Apex, everything's fine. Apex, they just released a new update, so all the rankings they got reset. Which is cool because I used to be a gold and now I'm a silver. I mean, I love that. I love it when my ranking goes backwards. It's the best feeling in the world.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard Karu was getting mad about they nerfed some character with like a grappling hook.
Yeah, so the grappling hook character Pathfinder, dude, we gotta do a video where we play Apex together. That'd be pretty fun.
All
I
right.
could edit the whole thing.
So you,
Like I could teach you how to play and stuff, and then you can record stuff off your PS4, right?
yeah.
Yeah, we can do.
I'm not playing that game, bro. I'm telling you, I'm not playing Apex. I'll play Overwatch. I'm not playing Apex, dude.
But with Apex, yeah, the Pathfinder his hook got nerfed. It went from 11-second cooldown to like 35 or something like that.
Damn.
He's a little bit like Widowmaker from what's it called Overwatch actually. He's
Yeah.
got like a grappling hook just like her, kind of uses that to reposition all over the place. So imagine if
Yeah, but I
Widowmaker's
know-
grappling hook got nerfed to like
Yeah, that was suck.
Like a
Because she
36
needs that.
yeah. So that's the thing is that he quote unquote needs it for mobility and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But they did a whole bunch of stuff. Like they made that one character, Lifeline. She's the healer. They made her so that like whenever she gets her ults, like she gets a lot of really cool shit that she didn't used to get before, like a lot more. Um, they made it so that there's a guy that runs really fast. His name is Octane. So
Yeah, I've
and
seen
what
him.
he does is that he just runs really fast. It's just kind of his thing. But for his ult, he gets a little jump pad where he can just jump a little bit higher. Well, not a little
Yeah.
bit, a lot, like 5, 6 times higher. They made it so you can go even higher, which is cool. Um, a while back ago, they made it so that Mirage, he puts out like little decoys that kind of run in a straight line. But one of the cool things they did is that so you put out a decoy, but now it follows everything that you do. So if you crouch, it will crouch. If you move left or right, it will move left or right. And
Oh yeah.
it stays out for a full 60 seconds, and it's really cool. That's honestly a move that I wish that they would have put in Overwatch. Just because that seems like such an Overwatch move.
Yeah, it's like a cool archetype. It reminds me of one of the powers in Mega Man X. I think it was like X4.
Oh
It's kind of
god,
cool.
I remember that game. God, I did not.
Hell yeah.
I thought Mega Man X5 was really cool, and then
Hmm.
I went back and played X4, and I was like, oh, this does not play like X5 at all. Like it plays,
Oh, I like both.
it's
Yeah, yeah.
it was a little bit harder, and then I tried playing X6, and I was like, oh, this is a bullshit game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then X7 was totally different, and I was just like, okay, what are we doing here?
X7 sucked ass.
And then I remember getting X8 for Christmas. This is like back in I think '04. Yeah, this might have been '03 or '04, and I got X8 for Christmas, and I actually really enjoyed that one.
I didn't like it,
Yeah, the bat
but I'm glad the 3D shit. Oh
the
man.
in X8. The do you know who the bad guy was?
Who was
It
it?
wasn't Sigma. It was Lumine.
Luminary.
Yeah, I can't tell if they were a boy or a girl, to be honest. They kind of seemed a little bit like androgynous, and it kind of seemed like they were made like that on purpose. It had a lot of weird like biblical analogies too, which I mean, it might have been they had like they created a bridge that went from Earth to the moon, and it
Oh
was called like
god.
Babylon's Tower.
Lord.
Just for
Mega Man, calm it down.
yeah.
Oh god.
The Lumine had like her final or his final last. I honestly can't tell if it's a boy or girl. Had like a weird kind of angel kind of look. Like it had a lot of weird like Bible analogies. I have no idea why though. I legitimately don't know. But it had a different art style from Mega Man X. Totally different art style from
Hmm.
regular Mega Man. And honestly, it's probably my favorite Mega Man X game.
Yeah, I think 4 is my favorite.
I like
It's
four.
just
Four was
I remember seeing 8 and I saw the style and I was just like, ew, I don't want this.
four was cool because it had those anime cutscenes.
Yeah,
Those
it was cool.
they were poorly voice acted.
Oh yeah. What am I fighting for? What am I fighting for?
Yeah, absolute
Yo,
ass.
they talk so fast. Those are some funny ass cutscenes to go back and watch.
Yeah, dude, I remember getting super hyped for Zero's story because he wakes up in that little like capsule thing and he has a dream from Dr. Wily and stuff. And I was like, oh, they're connecting it all, and it just doesn't really go anywhere.
Dude, like Mega Man 8. I remember playing that. That shit had so bad voice acting.
And then,
I remember it was like Dr. Wily. He was like, we gotta go see the energy signatures from Dr. Wily. I'm like, Dr. Wily? Thought the guy's name was Wily.
but yeah, X8 is cool. You should give it a. I mean, if you like the Mega Man X series, you should give it a shot. But it did have a really weird ending though,
Yeah.
did you ever play Mega Man X Command Mission?
No, but I have the Legacy X collection, yeah.
Okay, no, but Command Mission was the Mega Man RPG.
Nah, I never played it.
Okay, it was released for the GameCube and PS2. I don't think it was ever like re-released again. Um,
Mm-hmm.
if you ever get a copy of it, you should give it a shot. It's actually a cool RPG, but so Mega Man X Command Mission takes place way after Mega Man X. Like I think
Oh god.
I think Mega Man X takes place in 21XX, and Mega Man X Command Mission takes place in 22XX. Which I don't. I mean,
yeah, okay.
I don't know what honestly that means. That it could literally mean like 10 years or
Fair enough. Fair enough.
100 years. Well, but so in Mega Man X Command Mission, it's an RPG. You play with Zero, Mega Man X, Axel, and then you get your cast of RPG characters, and you kind of go through. Oh, dude, that game has the best villain name plot twist. The best. If anyone doesn't know, it is in your face the whole game. And you never think about it up until the end, and then the villain reveals his name, and you look at yourself going like, "Oh, this is some goddamn tomfoolery right here. This is some bullshit."
Oh, like a Mega Man X when it was double, and then double turns out to be a double agent.
Yeah.
You're like, oh shit!
No,
wow.
literally like that, but a little bit more over the top. Like that simple-minded, but over the top.
My man looked like Bumblebee straight out of the Transformers. I'm like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, he's double. I'm like, oh, like double agent. Okay.
But yeah, Batman X Mission has one of those plot twists, but it's done so well because even if you look at the little book that it comes with, like it's done so well because of just some little details in the little book that it came with. Because you know how games used to come with a little booklet.
Hell yeah, I love those.
Yeah, and it would cover some of the characters. Well, it covers the bad guy in there as well, and it's got good little attention to detail in that book that if you were to read it and play the game, you wouldn't think anything of it up until you beat it, and then you read the book again, and you're just like, what the fuck?
I'll have to check this out.
Yeah, Mega Man X Command Mission, really, 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 really good. Well, I mean, I think it's an okay RPG, but I like the story for the most part as part of being Mega Man X. The thing that sucks is that the characters don't emote ever.
Oh. Well,
So
I mean,
they just kind of
Mega Man.
they just kind of talk with a straight face the whole time, which is really, it's just dumb. But anyway, back to Mega Man X8. Mega Man X8 has a secret ending that ends on a cliffhanger that has to deal with Axel. I don't know exactly what it means. They never really explained it, and they never did X9, so I have no idea what the fuck it's supposed to mean. But Mega Man X Command Mission takes place way after, and apparently everything's all hunky dory. So.
All's well that ends well.
I guess it kind of pissed me off though because I'm just like, well, what the fuck happened after Mega Man X8? Like some real serious like canon ramifications happen in that game, and they just don't get talked about ever again.
Fucking, I don't pay attention to any of the Mega Man canon. Oh my god.
No, dude.
Especially when they added Axel. I'm like, okay, whatever.
No, the best one is did you ever play the Mega Man Zero games?
Yeah. Mega Man Zero, Mega Man Zero X.
Did you play Mega Man Zero 1 through 4?
I can't remember.
Okay, well, it's on the
that series so
if you
much.
want to download it, it's on the PlayStation Network right now. I think it's like $30 or $40. But if you want a good Mega Man story, Mega Man Zero 1 through 4. Granted, 1's a little bit more like classic Mega Man, but 1 through 4 honestly has a good beginning to end. Here's the middle. You get your problems. You get a good resolution. It ties a lot of stuff to Zero's origin really well together. It ties some stuff to Mega Man X. Like X is a bad guy in the game as well. Like it's a really fun good game. Mega Man Zero 1 through 4. The Mega Man Zero collection is out. They just released it on the PSN like in February, I think.
Yeah, I remember playing it. At least there was one of them on the Game Boy Advance, right?
Oh, all four of them were released on the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, I remember playing at least one of them. I borrowed it from a friend, but I can't remember which one it was.
The Mega Man Zero games were super notoriously hard, though. Like, you would only get like 3 lives per save file.
Damn.
Yeah.
I remember playing that. Battle Network I played a lot. That was fun.
And the other thing that sucks about the Mega Man Zero games is that the AI of the bosses had like a self-adjusting AI. So if you were doing really good in the game, they would use attacks that they wouldn't use if you were being sucky.
Shit. Adaptive difficulty. Ooh.
Yeah. So and then your ranking is tied to how well you do, but then the better you do, the harder the game gets.
Yeah.
To an unfair level. Like, and they did fix that in the new re-release. They fixed it a lot. But honestly, I would, if you want a good Mega Man story, I would recommend all the Mega Man Zero games. There's 4 of them. They're not that, I mean, they're not crazy long, but each stage is like you can beat each stage in like 2 minutes if you're decent enough. The stages don't last long, which I really like because up until when I was replaying it, I didn't realize how long some Mega Man stages were.
Jesus.
But
No, I'll definitely try it. Hell yeah.
but yeah, it was made on the Game Boy. It's got updated art and stuff, but it is definitely hard, and it's definitely harder than I remember. So I would definitely use like there's like a save assist feature and like a continue feature, and I would actually like use those because it
Oh
does make the
yeah.
game because the game was unnecessarily hard. I don't know why they made it so hard.
Yeah, dude. Games are hard back in the day. That's why we use save states on emulators.
Yeah, it's
Easy
and
mode.
that's kind of what they did. It's like an emulate. I think it's an emulation. They do have save states.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the way to do it.
and they did add an easier mode as well. But yeah, it's just I remember playing that game. It was just so unnecessary. Like you get 3 save lives per save file, and if you found more in the stage, that'd be great. But to find them, you usually would have to go really far out of your way. And
Hell no, dog. I had to use save stations to beat Mega Man 2. That shit was hard as balls.
oh god, I hate those old Mega Man games. I like some of the Mega Man X games. I like some of them. I really like the Mega Man Zero games. But yeah, those old Mega Man games, I no don't like them that much.
Yeah. You ready to get into the meat and potatoes of this thing?
Sure. Yeah.
Alright.
Um, let's see. We got ourselves a news docket.
Yeah.
So if you guys ever want to talk about something, just tweet at us and we'll put it down on this news docket, and we can add it to the list of things we need to talk about.
Hell yeah.
So
And we'll give you our awesome 2 cents.
exactly. So Square Enix revealed the new gameplay for Marvel's Avengers. Have you seen this?
Yes.
What do you think of this?
To me, it looks really underwhelming. It kind of looked like Destiny, but even more like watered down.
Did you ever play Destiny?
Hell yeah, dude! I was heavy into Destiny 1
Really?
and 2.
I was thinking about,
Yeah.
dude, this today. I was just like, I'm either gonna give Destiny 2 a shot or Warframe, and I was really leaning towards Warframe.
I wouldn't blame you. I mean, I hear both games are really good now. I had a lot of good times with my what we call them, fire teams in Destiny. Yeah, I had a really good time with those guys, going through all the raids, collecting the guns. It was a good time. But I can't see that working for this Avengers game so much. I don't think it's gonna have that much replayability.
Why?
You know.
Because what's the structure of Destiny? Because I never played Destiny.
Oh yeah, you got like your single player missions. The story is very loose, it's very up for interpretation, but you have like single player missions, and you have ones where you need 2 other people to be on your team, which is more like a what do you call those?
Co-op?
It was single players, not there was like a certain word for it. Strikes. Oh, they were called strikes. And then the strikes would be like a longer single player mission. It would take you to multiple areas, and you get some pretty good loot sometimes. And they had the super hard strikes, which you could do once a week, where you would get super rare loot, and it would have like really restricted rules, but it was a good challenge. Then you had the multiplayer, of course, which PvP, and then you had the raids, and the raids were sick. That's when you had like 6 people go in, and you had to complete this long ass raid, and you get a lot of good loot.
Okay, what exactly was the PvP stuff? Like what
PvP?
what is that?
Oh, just your standard shooting game stuff, you know.
So like
Capture the flag,
team deathmatch.
team deathmatch, yeah.
Okay. Because like there's, I thought this Avengers game was gonna be a little bit more cinematic,
Yeah, that too.
and there's definitely an emphasis on story. At least the world that they built, they talk about it a lot. And this is definitely gonna have those raids. You can already tell.
Yeah, but I thought it was gonna, like you said, it was gonna be more cinematic, like a heavy story focus, and you would go for like story. But it's like multiplayer, team up with a team, go to this specific part, get that, and then you go on to the next thing.
Defend this spot for 2 minutes.
Yeah, I was like, okay, it's
the thing I don't like
different
is
than what I was expecting.
how the bad guys look. I don't like how the bad guys look because they all just seem to be robots.
Yes.
Which is like, what? Why?
I don't know. And the gameplay is just it's lacking a lot of flair. Like compared to Destiny, Destiny had some fucking flair, man. Like the guns were super unique. The powers were sick. You had like sparks going off all over the place. You whip out like a saber full of light and electricity, and you're just whacking people with it. I don't think you get too much of that from this Marvel game or the Avengers game.
So on top of like changing your skin in this game and like what you can do, so there is some interesting stuff. So one of those things is so I'm looking at Iron Man's customization right now, and so you can change his melee attacks, like how his melee attacks work, and then you can change the way his repulsor cannons work. You can change his laser, and then he's got missiles. On top of that, you can also change his specialty abilities, the moves that are compatible with which teammates, and the last tab is utility, and I honestly don't know what that means.
Yeah.
So on paper, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 different tabs that can be switched through. It looks like at least like 1 to 4 different ways, which is
that literally sounds like Destiny, which is why I was comparing it. Because Destiny, you can control, like you can customize your melee, your flight pattern, like your jump. You can customize your super, your grenades. It literally looked the same. That's why I was saying that.
See, I had no idea.
Yeah.
But the other cool thing here is though that on Destiny, how many classes do you have?
3.
3? Because I mean, if over here every hero is because that's what I'm trying to figure out is how many classes of hero there are, and I think that's going to be a make or break point for me.
Yeah, in Destiny you could be Titan, Warlock, or Hunter, and then within those you had 3 different subclasses of which you want to use. You can use Void, the Fire one, and then the Electricity one. And those kind of tailored your gameplay, like your style on what you wanted.
Because right here they have Iron Man, which I'm assuming is going to control a little bit like Thor, because they both fly.
Yeah.
They have Captain America, which I would assume is going to control a little bit like Black Widow, because they're both melee-based characters.
Yep. Makes sense to me.
They have, what's her name? Miss Marvel, the new one, the one with the stretchy hands.
Oh, yeah.
And I think she's a heavy character like the Hulk. Just different animation stuff. But
Camilla Khan, she's cool.
Yeah. But I'm trying to figure out exactly like if it's just gonna be those 3 classes, like the flying guy that can shoot projectiles, the on-ground melee character, and then the heavy character. Because did you see anything else in the trailer that kind of strayed away from that, or no?
Nah, just that, really.
Okay. And then,
which is why I was like, what else does this game have to offer besides this generic-looking dungeon raid kind of crawl thing?
It looks a lot like a mobile game.
Yeah. It doesn't even look like the best one, because you might as well just play Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, which has a shit ton of characters and is goofy and fun and has a pretty good story.
Yeah, I wonder how I don't know how this game's gonna turn out. What is interesting though, they said that a lot of the DLC will be free.
Yeah, I mean that's a good selling point. But
and a lot of the DLC they said is gonna be story focused. So there's gonna be the main story, and then there's gonna be, I guess, some kind of extended story beyond that. And I don't know. Oh, and also new heroes that they introduce are gonna be free.
Yeah, that's good. And I know MODOK is supposed to be like the main bad guy, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, because I haven't seen him be a main bad guy in a while.
Yeah, it was cool. He was a character in Marvel 3, which was tight.
Yeah. The other thing I don't like about this is I was watching Maximilian's video, and he kind of pointed out is that this kind of tries to imitate the style of the movies. I wish
Yeah, it
it
definitely
wouldn't.
does. Yeah, if they were gonna make it like the movies, and they just needed a heavier focus on like the story, and because that's what I thought it was gonna be. That's what it looked like it was marketed as. Like
Yeah,
you'd be switching off to each character on each mission, and it'd be different parts, and you'd be fighting different bad guys. But now it looks like you have your friends, and you just kind of raid stuff.
yeah. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it will be when it comes out because I there's only so much we can judge until it's actually out. I hope it's not filled with bugs.
Are you gonna get a day one?
Yeah.
Man, you're a brave man. I'm gonna wait until that thing is in the clearance bin, then I might give it a chance.
I'm probably gonna end up doing the same thing.
Because I'd much rather play Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3.
Um, onto the next thing. Donald Trump's Twitch channel has been suspended.
First of all, I didn't even know he had a Twitch
I
channel.
didn't even know either. Apparently, that's where they broadcasted their rallies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but his Twitch channel got suspended for violating the terms of services,
Hate speech.
which
Isn't that what it is?
yeah, so it's a temporary ban too. So I mean, it'll be back up, but it's just I just thought it was really funny that the president got his Twitch channel banned.
Hey, man. Can't keep the Donald down for too long.
No, he'll have an OnlyFans account up by the weekend.
Yeah, or just, declare bankruptcy and start all over again.
Yeah, which you can do at that higher level.
Hell yeah, man. Where my checks at, Trump? I need that extra stimulus check.
When them $1,200 come back.
Yeah, we need that, man.
Oh man, I can't believe they did that for just 1 month, and they're just like, no more, no mas. I don't know. We're not getting into politics, but it's it's the official reason for the temporary suspension. The suspension was hateful conduct.
There you go. Do you think Twitch was just trying to do it for clout, or were they just doing it because they actually think that they should do that?
I don't know, man. That's where I would assume that they unless they had a channel purge, which I don't know if they did. I would like because Reddit had a full fucking purge. I don't know if you heard about that.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I heard about that.
So much shit got banned off Reddit. What's it called? Chapo Trap House. The Donald subreddit. Um, like a whole bunch of other smaller subreddits. Those are the big ones that I know.
Yeah, I don't blame them. It was the same thing when like they had the incel problem and like people were committing mass murders and then
God.
citing it to being in like an incel or whatever form. I don't fucking know. But I would have did that same shit too. I don't want to be affiliated with that crazy shit.
So in 2015, Reddit did another purge where they were purging subreddits. Guess what? One of these subreddits were they're not good.
Yeah, I mean, regardless of if it's leftist or far right wing, those people are fucking nuts. And if they're like doing bad shit, hell no, I would purge them too.
So these are some of the ones that got purged 4 years ago in comparison to the ones that got purged now. So 4 years ago they purged Gas the Kikes, which is
Oh my
a bad
god.
one. That's a terrible
Yeah.
name.
Don't say that word in public, people.
No, don't. Beating fatties. Then there's beating fat people. Then there's beating fat women. Philosophy of rape. Satanic baby rape. Raping women, lol. God damn it. No, I can't read these.
What the shit, dude?
Yeah, there's that you kind of see a trend here. There's just some terrible terrible people.
Yeah, that's why I never got into Reddit, 4chan, 8chan, none of those.
Dude, I love Reddit. I think Reddit's filled with some of the nicest people I've ever like met.
Oh, I've seen some great Reddit posts, but they're usually like video format on YouTube, but I don't go on Reddit myself.
My favorite subreddit is one of my favorite ones is called Murdered by Words, where it's just people put the best put downs ever. If you want to get good at shit talking, you should go to Murdered by Words and just like, oh man, there's some fucking clappers in that.
You dog. You want to be good at shit talking? Be born in the '90s and go through high school. There you go.
Go to Xbox 360, Call of Duty, World War II chat
shit.
lobbies.
Yeah. Oh my god. If you can survive that, you can survive everything.
Yeah. So like, okay, so this is one by Murder by Words. I just picked it up. It's called Slim Pickings. Unsaid sentences in human history. A rare case of brain-destroying amoeba has been confirmed in Florida. And the first comment is, Slim Pickings for the amoeba then. Because there's not a whole bunch of actual brains in Florida.
I know, just a bunch of Florida men.
But yeah, it's it you know, I don't know what Twitch's intention was with the suspension, because like it does feel like, you know, the cynic in me is gonna say that they were definitely doing it for attention.
Yeah, I think it was mostly for attention. I don't. Yeah.
Because like if the video that they banned him for was a replay of a video that already happened years ago, and I don't know why they wouldn't have banned it years ago.
Yeah, like I don't give a shit about Donald Trump's Twitch. To be honest,
dude, I know.
We know how he operates at this point.
I just think it's really funny that they're just like, oh hey guys, we banned his Twitch.
Yeah, just so you know, we're on it.
On a video that's
we're the good guys.
Years old. Yeah. Good guys Twitch at it again, man.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Twitch.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Don't strike my channel.
Also, tell us what happened to Dr. Disrespect. People are still trying to figure out.
Yeah, what's next, man?
Yeah, his stuff's still out. I'm not going to talk about him because nobody knows. Nobody fucking knows. Except the people that go on Twitter and say, I know, but I can't tell you. At that point, why the fuck are you saying that?
Dude, PayPal me $1,000 and I'll tell you exactly what it is. I know. I've got insider information. My dad works for Twitch. And Nintendo. What's up?
Dude, I miss those. I remember being in like elementary school and middle school. People be like, yeah, my dad works at Nintendo.
Yeah, man. We're about to get Pokemon Gold 2.
Pokemon.
Charcoal's coming, you know. Mew 3. It's going to be lit.
Yeah, I remember the one that caused a lot of controversy was Pokemon Sapphire, because it had those weird unknown stuff, and nobody could figure out what was going on with it. And he was like, yeah. My uncle's telling me that you know, that we're gonna get like it's gonna be released on the Nintendo 64. And I was like, what?
Oh, absolutely. It's Pokemon Stadium 3 coming soon.
Yeah,
it's gonna be fucking sick, bro.
So the other thing on the docket is that the PS5 and the Xbox One, the Xbox Series X game price are going to be right now. They're thinking that right now industry leaders are saying that it's going to be $69.99.
Yeah,
which is very nice, but also a little expensive.
Oh yeah, we're getting up there. But then again, we're already paying more than $5.99 for games because they always come with season passes. Especially fighting games. So
yep. I don't know what this means other than like, to me, I look at the price and I'm just like, okay, it's inflation. They're just trying to keep up with inflation.
I can see that, but
I mean,
I wouldn't be surprised if it stayed the same and they just keep doing the same season pass stuff or special edition, super butt rape. No edition.
No, I think it's gonna be $69.95. I it's just they've been $59.95. They've been $59.99. I'm just gonna say 59. I can't do that extra 99. They've been 59 for like over 10 years now.
Yeah, they have.
And then before that they were 49, and it's just it seems like every 10 to 12 years they change prices, which is fair. I don't think that's wrong.
Nope. I don't think it's bad.
Yeah, I mean, I remember we used to have like growing up in California. I grew up in Linwood, which was like right next to Compton. We used to have these. We went to McDonald's on Wednesdays. They're called Welfare Wednesdays.
Oh my god!
We get these like 50-cent like cheeseburgers. But now a cheeseburger's like I just bought one. It's like $1.99 plus tax.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know, stuff goes up in prices. That was like over 20 years ago, so you know, stuff goes up.
But it's not going to be every game because we still have
Yeah,
plenty of indie games that are coming out, and even what is it? The new Star Wars Rogue Squadron game. That's
yeah.
going to be like I
That one
think
looks
$40.
cool. That one looks fucking rad.
Yeah, and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 is also supposed to be like $40. I
That
think
one
so.
looks really cool.
Yeah.
There's
So
a
it won't be every game, but I'm thinking most like AAA games. If they think it's going to be that price, I wouldn't be surprised if it was $69.99.
there's a really fun video about Tony Hawk. It's called Tony Hawk's Existential Nightmare. It's on
Oh
Castle Super
God.
Beast. They're the guys that used to be the two best friends, like Wooly and Angriest Pat, and they had like a little animation talking about Tony Hawk's like Existential Nightmare is like would be the new game, and Tony Hawk actually is the pinned comment on it right now. If you go to it, it's Tony Hawk going like, "Oh, I play this game every single day on hardest difficulty." I can confirm it's true.
Yeah, imagine you're the world's like one of the world's most renowned skateboarders, and you're getting old. You can't skateboard as much. Your knees are giving out. Oh man,
That's exactly.
that would be horrible.
Yeah, that's exactly what the video is about. And then not only that, but Tony Hawk is super notorious for never getting recognized for being Tony Hawk.
How do you not know him? He's tall as shit.
There's if you guys want to check it out, go take a look at he tweets it out on his Twitter, but I'm pretty sure if you go to Reddit or Imager, you can find like an actual list of tweets. And yeah, he tweets all the time about just not getting recognized, whether he goes to McDonald's or going to get food or just going out at the grocery store and people don't know who he is.
That's
And
probably a good thing for him though. He's not getting bothered all the time.
no, I mean he lives in San Diego, which is like an hour and a half away from where I live, and there's a lot of skaters over there.
Yeah, I'm sure the skaters recognize him, but general public, you don't want to be getting hounded every time you go out. That'd probably be annoying.
His YouTube channel is also very legit. Like I actually would recommend checking out Tony Hawk's YouTube channel. It's actually really cool.
Yeah, Tony Hawk's always been mad cool. If I would recognize like three skaters, it would always be Tony Hawk, probably Bob Burnquist, and Rodney Mullen. Like, I've seen so many of their fucking videos.
Chad Muska.
If I saw them, oh yeah, shout out to Chad Muska, the only guy with the boombox when he's skating, and the backpack. I remember that.
Yeah.
Good old Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Fun times.
The next thing on the docket is so we have a lot of FGC drama, like way too much. But a couple things happened in a week. So a whole bunch of people have been having like allegations about either like being sexually harassed or being what's it called, like being approached in ways that are clearly inappropriate.
Yeah.
One of those people is a person that rated my stream before, Bunny. I believe her full Twitter name is Bunny Ayu. And the other guy, and the other person that's in this little, I don't even know what you call this problem, Mike Z. He's interlocked into this, so they had a little bit of drama together, and so what it was is Bunny for a while was trying to play a whole bunch of FGC games on her Twitch. That's part of the reason why she rated my stream, was because DOA gave her a code that day, and which is really cool. If you guys, I don't know if anybody, well, nobody here was probably watching my stream, but if you were watching my stream like you should have been, you would know that on that day I was literally earlier that day I was talking to someone on Twitter going like, they need to hand out codes to people that don't play fighting games and get them to play the fucking game so they can cross promote and cross market crowds. And Bunny was one of those persons. So she asked for a code. They gave her a code. She was trying to figure out how to play the game and stuff. And when she was playing, it was really funny. As she was streaming, I was having a conversation with somebody else who I'm not gonna name, and he was on Twitter. He said, "Oh man, they're giving out these codes to the wrong people." And
God.
this is a public Twitter post. If you can find it. But I was like, "Hey man, like at this point, it's just like it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. It's like,
was it someone who plays DOA?
Huh?
Was it someone who plays DOA?
Yeah, but I don't think they
I
play.
know. I think I know who it was.
But so they were, and then other people were really upset that a guy named Memphis Legends. This is like the week, like prior, or a few weeks prior. They were upset that Memphis Legends also got like a season 4 pass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think people are just afraid that other people are getting free shit. Either way, you know, Bunny was playing. I was in her stream. I was like trying to help her out and stuff. Um, this person, I was also talking to this person in the back. They're like, oh, they're giving out these codes to the wrong people. And like later, after at some point during her stream, I was like, okay, I'm gonna actually stream because I wanted to stream that day. And I was talking to Vigilant Seagull, and I was like, me and him in my chat for that stream, which some of it's in the stream highlight video that I made. Not a whole lot of it though, because I did record when she raided. Me and Vigilant Seagull were talking about how, man, it sucks that it's so hard to attract new players because if someone from a different industry comes and plays this game, they just get attacked for no reason.
Yup.
Yeah, because Bunny, if you guys don't know, is part of the cos. At the time, I don't know how involved she is now. She's part of the cosplaying community.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy was upset that I guess a cosplayer got a free copy of the game, and he was kind of well. Anyway, that doesn't matter anymore. So she plays the OA for a bit. She starts playing other fighting games, and she's kind of rebranding herself at the time as like, oh, she's a fighting game player. She got her fight stick. She was playing DOA. She was playing Skullgirls. She was playing Guilty Gear. There's a really good video where she's learning how to play Guilty Gear, and some dude with like a dog avatar, a 3D dog avatar, like a virtual streamer, is like kind of really happy that she's like playing it and stuff.
Yeah.
And then after a while, she stopped. And she stopped because she stopped playing these fighting games. She said she didn't want to be involved with them anymore. And I think right now she's playing Red Dead Redemption 2 and also doing some art. And part of it is because she said that she had some stuff to say about somebody prominent within the FGC. So
yeah, Mike Z.
Yeah, fast forward a week and a half, and it turns out it's Mike Z. Who sent some, for lack of a better term, inappropriate messages.
Yeah, they're very strange.
Very, very strange. And unfortunately, like I can't read exactly what those messages were because they were deleted, and there's just not a whole lot of copies. Just I guess on the internet. Who Mike Z was? Mike Z was the lead gameplay designer and engineer for Skullgirls, one of the games that Bunny was playing. Bunny approached Mike Z and sent him a message of something along the lines of, "Hey, thanks so much for making this character in this game." And then Mike Z responded with some weird roleplay stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went.
It got kind of.
He was like,
he went a little too far.
Yeah, he was like, ooh, thank you so much. Yes, I am like this. Oh, I'm like that. I do this. I do that. You are so cute. You are so pretty. Very, very weird.
Yeah, he Hail Married that shit.
Yeah.
That was like... that was like some fourth down shit. 0 on the clock. You gotta throw that ball to the end zone.
Which did not need to happen.
Oh man.
Yeah, Bunny said it was sexual harassment, and you know, I don't think her I don't want to downplay what other people go through, but it definitely seems a lot to me. It just seems a lot more like it's just Mike Z's being fucking weird.
Yeah,
like really fucking weird. Which like don't if someone ever messages you about your game going like, dude, you have a cool game, I love these characters that you put in there, they're cool, they're sexy, like I love the way that they look, don't be like pulls back hair, puts pencil on desk, unzips chest, pulls out chest hair.
Dude, he went full like fucking, what's the guy from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Which one? I was actually just watching that last night.
It's fucking Dennis. I imagine Dennis would say some like fetish shit like
dude,
that.
My favorite episode of It's Always Funny in the Philadelphia. So I got two. One is the one where they were doing Thunder God 4, which was the one I was watching last night. Where they're going to like the people doing like a panel test for like how Thunder God is gonna like appear with people, and they're like, no, so they're just criticizing the whole thing. Really funny. My other second episode is where they do I think they try and do Lethal Weapon 5 or 6.
Oh yeah, that shit was hilarious.
Yeah, and then for half the episode, Dennis is playing the guy that's the black character, and he's wearing full blackface, and then they have a shower scene together, and it's just coming off. And then
they switch characters.
Yeah, and then they switch characters. And the other one doesn't do blackface. He's just like, he just does the mustache and the curly hair. And I was just
that shit was so funny.
It took me 2 times to watch that episode, and I was like, what the fuck? Are they the same character? And then I watched it again, and I was like, oh, they just switched.
That shit is pure genius.
Oh, yeah.
That shit was so funny.
Yeah, that's my favorite episode for sure. He's just showering and then, like all the paint's just coming off.
Yeah, but guys, don't fucking message your girls like that. Like if it's your girlfriend and she's you know she's receptive to the role playing, that's one thing. But don't just dive into the deep end.
Yeah,
like, oh my god, it's just ridiculous. Those messages are so ridiculous.
So,
and, if someone's harassing you like that, just tell them to fucking stop.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, for someone that doesn't know what that person's doing, it can absolutely be perceived as harassment.
Yeah, for sure.
And
I'm not downplaying her at all in her position.
Yeah,
she has the right to do whatever she wants.
And that was what I was trying to explain earlier. Was that that's what Mike Z was I just don't know. Like, here's one of his messages that he sent before. This is word for word, so I'm reading it. I don't know who he sent this to, but it's hopefully it's not Photoshop. You can Photoshop anything. But it says, hi, a few things to start off with. Smiley face emoticon. Yes, I added you because you're a female gamer. Tis an awesome thing to see. 2, I'm Mike Zymont. Don't be intimidated.
Oh God. Oh Lord.
I'm not a stereotypical guy. If anything, I'll be the one in the kitchen. I'll be making the sandwiches.
Okay.
Got a real Chad move.
Oh right my God, what's going on here? The Chad gamer has revealed himself.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And if you guys want to see some other some other female perspective, there's a person on Twitter called @CarbonBay. I think her name is Succubay. And she talks about how Mike Z used to be at some events towards her when she was in cosplay. And she would say that he was really weird, and she would tell other people that he was being really weird, and nobody would tell him anything. So, the takeaway from this story is that if you know someone that's being really fucking weird, call them out on that shit.
Hell yeah.
Because I can guarantee you the reason why Mike Z was acting like that was because nobody ever told him, hey, you're being fucking weird.
Yeah, you never got checked.
Yeah, and people were probably just ignoring him, and they just didn't, they just let him be.
Yeah, you just gotta learn, because it was the same thing like when I was a young kid messing around. I wouldn't say that young. High school, like 9th grade, when we first got like cell phones. And
in your wee old days.
Yeah, man, and like a girl would say something that you didn't really necessarily agree with, and you text back like a whole essay on why you're right. I definitely have done that.
I've done that.
And
I'm like, totally done that.
Yeah, and then the girl's just like, yo, you're being a fucking creep. And you're like, no, you hurt my feelings and all this shit. And you just keep fucking going. Yeah, yep. I've been that guy before. It's shit. You just gotta learn. Don't do that shit.
Yeah, and it's if you don't get called out on that, then nothing happens. Unfortunately, that chick Carbon Bay, she told some people, and those people just didn't relay that information back to Mike Z, or if they did, he didn't listen. But I'm a firm believer that the reason why you get people acting the way that they do is because you don't grow as a person. The reason you don't grow is because you don't know you need to grow.
Yeah, it's not easy to call out figureheads, man. Like, now it's a little bit better now because when you whistle blow nowadays, people take it seriously. But the biggest example of whistleblowing is fucking Eric Snowden, dude.
Yep.
Back when he was blowing that whistle, now he's a fucking enemy of the USA. But he was trying to do the right thing for the people, and he got shitted on by the powers that be. Like, how are you supposed to take on someone who everyone holds in high esteem? Like, I can't just march up to Amazon and be like, oh, Jeff Bezos made me cook the book so he could scam $2,000 out of a family. No one's going to give a fuck about Rich Matic. They're going to be like, fuck you, dude, that's Jeff Bezos.
Yep.
You think I'm about to go against a billionaire? No.
So this reminds me a lot of the you may have heard this because you went to college, right?
Yeah.
Okay, have you heard of the Dunning-Kruger effect?
Nah.
Okay, so Dunning-Kruger effect is basically it is related to the cognitive bias of illusory superiority, and comes from the inability of people to recognize their lack of ability, which is a smart way of saying that a stupid person does not know that they're stupid because they're stupid. And that's kind of exemplifies what Mike Z was doing, where I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt here, and I'm just assuming that
you definitely are.
He hopefully didn't act on some of these things that he was saying, but he was being weird, and he didn't know he was being weird because he was being fucking weird.
Yeah, I hope that's not like normal for him. If that's how he shows interest in a chick,
I think it
might
is.
be.
I think it is normal.
Oh Lord,
and I think
that's not good.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, it's called the Dunning-Kruger effect. It's there's a lot of videos on this, but if you want to check it out. But it's a cognitive bias in which people with low ability at a task overestimate their ability. So,
oh yeah,
like when you're talking to a girl and you're like, "Hey, you're pretty," and then the next day you see her, "Hey, I told you yesterday you were pretty. Do you want to go fuck?"
Yeah, that's how it works all the time.
Yeah, exactly. That's real life, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I don't even approach women. I just say, just walk outside and they already know. Easy mode.
Yeah, it's cool. I walk out with a picket sign that says the line starts here.
Word. Yo, you remember that meme of the kid who says I fuck on the first date with the little chubby kid?
I've never seen that.
That's what that's like. Yo, I'll send it to you. That shit is wild.
Oh, that's hilarious. I am chubby too.
Oh my god, I can't believe that shit. But I don't understand why the FGC just holds such people in such esteem. It's so weird to me. Like, we just play fucking video games, dude. We're not out here saving the fucking world.
It's the same thing happens with celebrities all the time.
It's like in every community, man. They get a figurehead and they let power go to their head and they start doing wild shit.
Yeah, this person.
I don't get it.
This person does something that you really, really like. They do something really, really good at it. Not only are they really, really good at it, but you also admire them for it. And that's where the problem comes, is when you admire somebody, because the moment you start admiring someone because you think that they're better than you, or you think that they're better at this one particular thing, better than everybody else in the world, the moment that happens, you start like a weird power dynamic.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's a weird power dynamic because the person may or may not know that they're being seen as a figurehead.
Yeah.
Like, if they do know and they act on that, then it's very predatory in nature.
For sure.
No matter how right they think they are in their head, like, oh man, this person's gonna be so happy that I'm gonna go and get dinner with them, and then show them what to do here, and then we're gonna go back to my hotel and we're gonna kiss or whatever. Like, it is predatory whether you think they want it or not.
Yeah, because he definitely was like, I'm Mike Z, and I'm like, wait, dude, you made fucking Skullgirls. Like, it's a great game, but calm it down a little bit. We're just playing fighting games here.
Mm-hmm.
I love your game, but dial it back a little bit, bro.
And it's just that's absolutely what it is. It's just you have these weird power dynamics that people probably don't know what they're in. So then you have someone like Bunny like messaging him, and like she's another figurehead. She's got 700,000 followers. And then you have Mike Z going like, "Babam, babe, do you not know who I am? Ooh woo, ooh woo, ooh woo. Let's fucking
Yeah.
go."
And honestly, I think it even gets like amplified because when it goes into like nerdy spaces or like things where people are kind of like the counterculture,
Mm-hmm.
when we're not like as nerds weren't as socially accepted
Mm-hmm.
back then as they were now, but it's I still say it's like a counterculture in a way,
Mm-hmm.
and people use that as something to latch onto rather than being like social like everyone else, like the extroverts and such. And so they might not have like the social skills that you need to like see this behavior and call it out.
Yeah. I've only ever like really been approached by a person. Like I remember I was talking to this girl one time. She kind of sent me like kind of like one of those like role playing messages, but it was like really it was really like dark. It was really like really intense, and I was just like, I can't do this. Is you're into stuff that I just I can't. I'm sorry. I'm deleting this. I
Yeah,
cannot talk to you anymore.
I can see that.
Um, it's an awkward feeling. It's a very awkward
Yeah,
feeling.
that's why I feel like every community that I've kind of associated with, I wouldn't say like dove in. That's part of the reason why I never just went fully in, became like a full FGC dude. I always had like maybe I would say like 1 foot in, but most of my body out, and I was just like, it's cool. I'll observe this from a distance, but I can't fully get down with it because I can tell you the first time I went to go to a local at like Xanadu. This was back when Marvel 3 came out, and I took my friend there because we were going all the way out to like near Baltimore,
Mm-hmm.
and mostly he plays like sports games,
Yeah.
2K, Madden, things like that. But he wanted to see like me play Street Fighter and Marvel because he was interested in like picking those games up. So I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, cool. Roll with me. We'll have some fun, meet some people, have a good time. Then go get something to eat, maybe drink a beer, and bam, good Friday. And we went out there, and most of the people were cool, but a lot of people they just kind of looked at us and they were like, "Who the fuck are these guys? Like, fuck these guys." And then we kind of introduced ourselves, and they were just like, "Eh." They didn't want to shake hands. They didn't really care, and I was just like, "That's a weird way of starting a community and like welcoming people in." It was kind of a weird vibe, and then they kind of shitted on him for only playing sports games. So I felt kind of bad, and I'm like, all right, we gotta go because they're kind of crapping on my friend. He's a nice guy. I don't want him to go through that.
Yeah.
So I didn't interact with like local scenes for a minute.
It reminded me a lot of I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh. I would go to locals for Yu-Gi-Ohs, and I liked it a lot. Still on I downloaded a Yu-Gi-Oh program on my PC to play it because I enjoy it that much. Fighting games do fill in some of that spot that I like for some of that like mental mind games that you do for Yu-Gi-Oh. I like how fighting games kind of fit that niche in my head. So
Hmm.
these tournaments, I would go. I wouldn't go very often. I wanted to go a lot more, but I always thought the community was just like weird. It was always like a bunch of. Granted, everyone's a nerd, but yeah, a lot of nerds, and some of them just had poor social skills. Um, some of them, like I would tell them like, "Oh yeah, this deck is fun," and they're like, "Oh, but it's not good enough. It's not competitive." I was like, "Yeah, but it's a fun deck. I like playing it." Like, "Oh yeah, well you're gonna lose." I was like, "Well, I like playing this. I
Yeah.
I like playing this a lot." And then it's like because if I ever would ever win like games, that it would piss off some people there and they would
Oh
not like
yeah,
it.
they get really fucking
Yeah,
salty. That
yeah,
happens in DOA, and I'm like, dude, it's just a game, right?
because I'll be playing with like a $20 deck and it'll be the deck that's like $150, and then that person they're just upset because their deck lost. Um,
Yeah.
and then but then you'd have these weird things where like I remember a couple times like a guy would bring his girlfriend or a girl would come and play and it just got a little bit awkward because like there's definitely people that didn't know how to respond to her And even I
Oh
remember at
Lord.
certain tournaments, some Yu-Gi-Oh players were harassing girls that would go to like these really big tournaments that would cosplay. As specifically one of the girls, she would cosplay as tour guide from the underworld. She got really harassed a lot back in the day because she didn't know enough Yu-Gi-Oh knowledge or all that stuff.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
That is the worst.
and then you'd have some players complaining that they would get distracted by girls at events, and I was like,
I'm
what the?
distracted by you.
Yeah, I was just like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, like
Yeah, but
community just got to do better. If they really want these things to get better, you guys are gonna have to do a little bit better, man.
so speaking of communities, so the Skullgirls community people, they
Hmm.
put out a statement regarding Mike Z. Our goal is to create a gaming space that is welcoming for all participants, regardless of their race, gender, sexual orientations, appearance, age, disabilities, and other protected statuses. Due to this, we believe Mike Zymont, also known as Mike Z, should no longer be welcome on commentary or participating events in the Skullgirls community. As there is no singular entity responsible for the Skullgirls community, which means that they don't really have a community manager
Yeah.
for who determines who is allowed on commentary and who determines per event eligibility. We are asking the community to respect and uphold the following actions: an indefinite ban from all commentary positions, a 2-year ban from offline and online competition ending July 30th, 2022. The undersigned will each be adhering to the above reprimands. Our decision to enact and recommend these reprimands were based on Mike's history of problematic behavior in public and private, including the call-list "I can't breathe" reference while commentating a match and reveal of additional appropriate interactions with members of the Skullgirls community in private. So, not only did he send this weird message and other messages to other cosplayers and Bunny, but he also was making these fucking jokes on actual commentary matches about "I can't
Yeah.
breathe"
Was
shortly
it George
after,
Floyd? Yeah.
yeah, shortly after George Floyd died, and it's just like, yikes, man.
Yeah.
Actual
Very poor choice of
yikes.
words, as
Yeah.
Joker would say.
And on top of that, the thing that makes it super ironic, is that after 10 years, his game's finally being showcased at Evo, and all in like a span of 2 weeks, dude just destroys it all.
Yeah. I
And that
mean,
not
2 years is a long time, bro.
10 years, yeah.
Shish. No, I meant like the 2 year ban.
Oh yeah, no.
Good
Well, I
lord.
mean, it's a long time, but all that ban is just they're basically just saying that he should not be at events, and he should not
Yeah.
be commentating at events. And that's it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like I mean, they can make the extension that maybe he should stream the game either, but because I don't know if that's considered commentary, but
That seems like it's going on like personal freedom at that point. That's kind of weird.
yeah. But I mean, I don't know how they're gonna. I don't know. It's also like a community thing. They said that they hope that the people in the community uphold it. So I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I'm not the judge, jury, and executioner, so I can't say who should and what should be enacted.
Um,
But I don't think this is something he should be canceled over, because I think this is definitely something that's fixable.
you should
You
just
know?
learn from it. Um,
Yeah.
but with the Evo thing, be all this happening, and then like immediately the week after, Evo gets canceled.
Yeah, Evo got canceled hard because, like, what the fuck is up with the Smash community, man? And it's not just the Smash community, it's the FGC, but what the fuck? That shit is nuts.
Yeah,
It was like a purge.
yeah. Nintendo actually put out a statement too.
Di- what? Nintendo put out a statement?
Yeah, they don't condone the actions of Western players. These listed Western
Dude,
players.
and there's like a whole history of like the Smash community like rallying for Nintendo to support their community. It was a big thing back in the day. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it just feels like the whole FGC collapsed in like 5 weeks.
Yeah, well, some of those actions cannot be taken back, and some of those people should definitely be kicked the fuck out.
Yeah. To top it off, on top of the Smash community, so the Smash community, talking to people younger than them, they should not be talking to, using their influence of power. On top of that, Joey Cellular, the main guy that runs Evo, he there were allegations put against him from some stuff that happened a long time ago, but some stuff that he was doing that was not okay.
Yeah, it was a lot of DOA people who were mad at Mr. Wiz, man.
Because for you guys don't know, from the DOA perspective, um, and Dead or Alive, when Dead or Alive 6 was when a majority of the gameplay was revealed at Evo 2019, you know, they're making fun of their own breast physics by having these two girls be on stage, and the girls, to their extent, they're not, what do they call them? Can't remember what they're called.
Like booth
Uh,
babes.
huh?
They're kind of like booth babes, kind of like
Yeah,
an
yeah, yeah, yeah.
E3.
There you go, booth babes. Yeah, it's kind of like booth babes. They were, in my opinion, I think they were improvising whatever the hell they were doing. They weren't too. Well, they probably knew what they were doing, but I think they were just told to like improvise and just have fun up there.
Yeah, it looked just
Goofy.
goofy. Yeah, see, we just said at the same time, it was just goofy, dumb sexual jokes. And it
Yeah,
wasn't like super, super lewd sexual. It was just funny, dumb shit, is what it looked like.
yeah. It looked like Japanese humor.
Yeah.
And then Joey Cellular immediately after it got. You know what's funny is that they cut off the feed and then immediately transitioned to Mortal Kombat fatalities.
Yeah. Oh my god. I
And
was
then
like,
they
that was such an overreaction. Holy shit.
And then they said that the stuff shown at the DOA gameplay review or whatever, the photo mode review or whatever it was that it does not condone the Evo's core values.
Yeah, the core values. Yeah, that meme never died.
So fast forward to today, and Joey Cellular got accused of asking people for dick pics and using his power to do stuff he was not supposed to do.
Yep.
And I don't know what this means for events going forward because he was so integral to the to how that event evolved.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where even like you can tell that like Maximilian put out a video and you can tell even he feels kind of just like guilty by association.
Yeah.
And it's not just him that feels that way, it's probably a lot of people that feel that way.
Yeah, I'm sure a good amount of people didn't know what was happening, and if there were people who knew what was happening, they were probably afraid to speak out.
So
Because this isn't like today. Back in the days, if you spoke out, you pretty much got bitch slapped, and they would ruin your life.
So the what the actual allegation was that he was alleged to have paid somebody who was 17 years old at the time $20 to reveal themselves to him in a bathroom in order to
Oh
settle a
Lord,
bet.
Jesus! It's like the Hollywood guy. What the fuck?
Yeah. Um, the thing is that I don't, right now they're allegations, and I don't know how serious he's gonna take them right now. Evil forced him to step down. I don't. I mean, he was removed actually. I don't know I don't know. He's been put on his administrative leave. They're gonna do a third party investigation. Um, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if we're gonna know by next week. I don't know if we're gonna know in like a couple of weeks or a couple of months or maybe even a year or two.
Yeah. He's probably just gonna disappear, man.
The Unfortunately, he deleted some of the tweets, but there was a tweet that he put out where he kind of did acknowledge what he did, which isn't good. Like that's the bad part.
Yeah.
Yeah, he acknowledged in the allegation short tweet. I'm sorry, I never meant to hurt anyone. I was young and reckless and did things I was not proud of. I've been growing and maturing over the past 20 years, but that doesn't excuse anything. All I have been trying to do is become a better person. Once again, I'm truly sorry. And that's bad because whenever you show remorse like this, it means that you are somewhat implying that you're guilty.
Definitely sounds like he's guilty from that.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
just take responsibility for your shit at this point. That's all you can do.
The thing is that happened 20 years ago. I don't know what the statute of limitation is on that. I would assume
Yeah.
it's way past. So I don't know if they can actually do anything about it other than like remove them. But even then, like it's just dirting. It's like poisoning the water well.
Mm-hmm. Because now I'm thinking like I don't want to go to some of these events if this is the shit that's been going on in like the background.
Well, yeah,
It's
and
just
also
fucking weird.
like last year, some people complained that they were roofied last year.
Oh yeah, I heard something like that at like a
Yeah,
TwitchCon, something like
not at SwitchCon, at Evo.
that. At Evo, yeah,
Yeah,
it
so it was
was
the
at
after
both
party.
then.
Huh?
Because there was some girl I think it happened to at
Yeah,
TwitchCon as well.
and
And Evo, Jesus Christ.
yeah, and what happened is that they reported it, and there was no investigation done or anything. So I don't
Yeah, that
know.
shit was crazy.
I have no idea what
'Cause-
any of this stuff means. Like I legitimately like don't know. I remember this year I started the year going like, oh, I'm gonna try and go to a tournament this year, and I'm just like, I don't know.
well,
Uh,
kind of the same way that I was put off of the FGC from going to that event when I brought my friend, you know.
mhm.
I I was talking to some kid, I forget his name, I think like Marcus, and he had some like local DC, Maryland, Virginia guys over, and this is when Street Fighter 5 came out, and I was like, you know what? It seems like they're growing. It seems like it's a different scene now. You know, let me go over there and try it out because they're being very welcoming, very nice. And I went. It was a really good experience. I talked to everyone there. It was cool. I met this cat 56K. He helped me improve my Karen a little bit. Showed me some Alex stuff, and he's a pretty good player now. So I definitely appreciate that from him. He definitely was like the biggest welcoming person there. We split some beers. That was mad cool. And then, of course, I went to Summer Jam. I met the DOA 6 guys. I'm like, yeah, these guys are really cool. There was no weird shit going on. Just hanging out with people, bullshitting, having fun at Summer Jam.
Mhm.
So I haven't had any like bad experiences from DOA 6 other than like maybe a little bit of gatekeeping new people out, but
Dude,
no like
yes.
weird shit like that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's honestly just a bummer. It's more of a to me. It's more of a bummer than anything because yeah, it happened a long time ago, and maybe the person's okay with it now. They're finally comfortable talking about it, but like it just taints everything.
It definitely does. But there are good people in the FGC. So
There's absolutely good people, but I don't know. Like between COVID and this stuff going on, like very similar to how people are saying that like E3 is dead. I don't know if there's gonna be another Evo, um, like next year.
well, probably not next year, but I think that they can find a way to have another big event.
I feel like at this point, because of how integral Joey was to the event, I think they're gonna rebrand. I think they're just gonna change
Yeah,
the name of the tournament.
they could rebrand it. That'd be
But
good.
I don't know. But do you have anything else to add to the podcast?
Uh, no, I don't want to end it on so much of a down note because
Okay.
it really fucking sucked. Because like I like being positive and having fun and making jokes of this stuff. It's pretty serious, but honestly, I just want people to have good days, and I want people to relax and enjoy the podcast and leave feeling like we, kind of made their day a little bit better.
Okay. So I'm looking up positive gaming news right now to see what we can talk about.
Yeah, Google positive gaming.
Let me see. Let's see what Google pops up.
Oh God.
Uh,
Google's gonna bitch slap you and be like, "We're not here for positivity. That doesn't get the clicks. Are you serious?"
that's true. Um,
I'm trying to think.
Fortnite is gonna host We the People program focused on conversations about race in America.
There we go.
Oh man, why does that read as more cringe than it should be?
Talked about Fortnite.
Yeah. We the People.
Yeah, no, we won't keep the people too long. It's been a good podcast.
Also, don't forget to watch We the People. Learn about race. Also,
Yeah,
don't be a shitty person.
yeah. Don't be a shitty person.
Don't. Also, if you're friends with someone and they're being weird, hold them accountable to that shit.
Yeah, it doesn't take long to pull someone to the side and tell them a
Yeah,
little bit of good information, a little bit of good feedback. Even if it's me, you're welcome to do it to me as
yeah,
well.
yeah. Just be like, hey, don't just one to the side. Be like, hey, just saying this as your friend because I want to be friends with you for a very, very, very long time, and I think you're really cool. Uh, Maybe do less of that, or don't do
Yeah,
that at all.
like play Fortnite.
Yeah. um, but yeah, just if you have a friend and they're being really shitty, just hold them accountable. It's hold people you love to a high standard.
Yeah,
You should not hold the people that you really, really like, the company that you really like being around, the people you love the most. You should not hold them to a lower standard than anybody else.
yeah. Don't let them take advantage of you, man. You're still a human being,
Yeah, but
for sure.
that's a good note to end on. That's more
Yeah,
positive.
absolutely. Yeah, it's a lot better.
All right, we'll catch you guys later. Y'all have a good night. You be safe. If you're on Twitter, follow me at ramavalos_yt, and my YouTube channel is iHeartGaming.
Yup, I'm It's Rich Matic. Same words on Twitter, same on Twitch. Follow your boy. We have a good time.
Oh yeah. And wear your goddamn mask outside.
Yeah, yeah, do that too.
All right, peace out.
Peace and love, guys.
Peace and love.